welcome to another episode of Baking with Caroline and her mom. I'm Caroline, that's Mom.
Yep, it is.
Excuse the sound of the rain, it's pouring right now.
Pouring.
So today we're going to make something that we know that we can make. Because we've been failing a little recently.
Yes.
So it's a Finnish
Brown
Brown
sugar cake.
So what we have out is our Bundt tin.
And as you can see, it's quite a lightweight one. I used to have one of those thick, heavy ones that are, you know, the quarter of an inch thick all the way around. But this one lets go of the baked cake way better than any of those super heavy ones.
But we have to prep it anyway, right?
Yeah, and you need to turn on the oven as well.
Okay, to what?
325.
Well, that's not very...
No, it bakes for quite a long time. Okay, now we're going to grease and flour the Bundt tin.
How do you do that?
Caroline said she didn't know how to do that. So first of all, you spray the inside, both the, you know, like the outside, the bottom, and also up into the middle tubey bit. Yeah. That looks good. And then take a heaped spoon, you know, just an ordinary big spoon of flour, and place it in the bottom. And then you shake it around. You kind of, yeah, you do that, and then you've got the technique, yes. Okay, you have to make sure that you get flour on that central bit too. Can you show us what you've got there? Yeah, that looks pretty good actually.
On the inside.
Yeah. You could take your spoon, get a bit more flour, turn the pan sideways, and sprinkle on it, couldn't you?
Yes, you could.
Yeah.
And then does the flour go back in?
No, it just goes in. You can just bung it into the sink. I'll look after that later. Tap, tap, tap. Upside down. Yeah. Now bring it close here so we can see. Yeah, good.
Okay.
All right. So having prepared the pan and turned the oven on, we're now ready to make the cake. And what I love about this cake is that it's one of those ones where you just throw everything into the mixer. So 2 cups of packed brown sugar. The dark brown sugar has a deeper flavor because it's got more molasses in it than the light brown sugar.
2 cups packed of brown sugar.
Yes.
That's a lot of brown sugar.
I know, but it's a big cake.
Huh.
Oh. Sounds like the microwave's about to take off.
But didn't you the other day ask me how long microwaves live for?
Yes, I did. I think the first measure should be to clean the microwave before getting that drastic. Okay, and then 2 cups of all-purpose flour.
We're running low on the flour too.
I think there's more in the...
In the backup flour bin?
Yeah.
Yes, we have a backup flour.
Yeah. And 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. It's quite spicy, this cake. It's not hot spicy, but it's
Flavorful spicy.
yeah, like gingerbready spicy. And then after the 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, I think there are 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. Mm-hmm. Yep. 2 teaspoons of ground ginger.
Tends to clump.
Mm.
It's going to be all of this ground ginger.
That's okay, there's another one in there.
And also, you know, I don't really love ginger.
Yeah.
Not a huge ginger fan.
And 2 teaspoons of what really makes this a spot-on cake, ground cardamom. Cardamom is a spice that's used in Scandinavian bakery. Scandinavian baking, hence the fact that this is called Finnish. Why is there smoke coming out of the cooker.
Because of the
Yeah.
burn.
Yeah.
Have we used it since we...
Anyway, hopefully the hopefully the smoke alarm won't go
Turn
off.
the thing on once we get the cake going.
Okay.
Okay, cardamom.
Okay, so then after that, a teaspoon of baking soda.
So we're back. We learned that our smoke alarms are very effective. And we cleaned out the oven, so...
Yeah, so now we'll return to revenons à nos moutons, return to our sheep.
Baking soda, you were saying.
Yes, I was talking about baking soda, and the reason why this does not call for baking powder, but only baking soda, is because we're using buttermilk. And you'll remember that when a base like baking soda and an acid like sour milk / buttermilk come into contact with each other, they fizz, and yeah, they make the rising happen.
Think of Mentos and cola.
Mentos? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need a quarter...
1 tablespoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking soda.
Yeah, a teaspoon of baking soda and a quarter teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
Need to refill the salt container, I
We
think.
say that every time.
Yeah,
But
well...
we only take a quarter teaspoon every time.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
3/4 of a cup of buttermilk.
Buttermilk.
That's 6 fluid ounces.
There's a 3/4 of a cup measurement.
That's good. Shake it first. Sometimes it gets lumpy.
Gross.
It's like curds, right?
Yeah. Well, and usually if you come across a lumpy milk, you're like, that milk's off.
Well, yeah, but this is by definition off, right?
Buttermilk. In.
And 2 eggs. Oh, can you scrape, please?
This woman and her scraping obsession.
Waste not, want not. I mean, it's about the science, right? It's science, and therefore accuracy is important.
Does she work that into their science?
Not only accuracy in measuring, but accuracy in, getting it out of the measuring cup.
Okay. 2 eggs?
2 eggs.
We don't have to separate them this time.
No, we don't have to separate them, but make sure you don't get any shell in there. Yeah. Oh, look.
Look. Oven's ready?
Mhm.
What were you pointing at?
A bit more smoke coming out of the oven. Minimal in comparison to what we had before. Oh, we're pathetic.
That was a literal fire.
Okay, and
Butter.
the butter. Yes, a 1/2 cup of butter.
Melted butter.
Here's some we melted earlier.
Here's some we prepared earlier. And I'm going to give it a little stir because it's...
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's all going in the same,
Okay.
Yeah, but you do need to use the spatula, yes. Well done. Yeah. Changing and growing.
It's a lesson for you guys. If anybody's starting a new house, they need all the spatulas they can get.
Yeah, we've got a number, haven't we? 5 or so.
Okay.
Okay, now we put...
Do we stir it a little first?
It might be a good idea to stir it a little first
This
so we
one
don't...
does look like it's going to explode a little.
Yeah.
Although the brown sugar is
Yeah, pretty
solid.
yes. So the next thing to do is to start it on stir, just to get the ingredients to meld together a bit, and then beat it on medium for 2 minutes, scraping occasionally.
Very specific. Okay. Lock, stir.
Let's have a look.
Okay. And so just until it's mixed together, right? Like this.
Yeah, like about that.
Together.
Yeah.
And then we scrape.
Yeah, then you scrape.
And then we beat.
Yeah, you can see it's a bit lumpy, right?
Oh, my finger.
Oh, poor you.
I know. Make sure it gets the little
The bottom, yeah.
knob at the bottom.
Yeah. Alright, so 2 minutes on medium.
We time it.
Sure. That'll be a plan. But on the other hand, we're going to stop it after 1 minute, right? And scrape.
Oh, it's changing color.
Is it?
It's getting lighter. Tried really hard to make that smooth.
I did.
Need one of those like steady cam strap on things so you can just sit down and it maintains it.
Yeah. Yeah, when we hit the big time, we'll do that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Once we have a Patreon.
You might want to turn it up one notch.
A medium. Consider that medium high.
Oh, okay.
I feel like if it moves the thing, it's high.
Okay, so you're going to scrape down. Oh, yeah, look at...
How smooth it is.
Mm-hmm. You still have a minute to go. That's one of the things I love about this, though. It's really, really easy.
Really simple, yeah.
The most difficult part for Caroline is going to be scraping the substance out into the Bundt tin using her spatula skills.
Or lack thereof.
Well, they say practice makes perfect, so.
I want to get good at it, though.
You may get good at it despite yourself. So when you got stuff on your spatula, then you scrape it off on the side.
Yeah.
And then you lift it up and you go and you slap it back
but
down.
then it gets like all over everything.
It does.
It's just a messy thing, and I'm not a fan of
Mess, we know.
sticky mess. I don't mind stuff, but I don't like mess. Okay.
Right. Minute 2. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah. So you scrape all that off and down and into the main, into the bowl. And then we're going to decant the whole thing into the Bundt tin.
Alright, now it's great. Down 5.
Let's have a see. It's a beautiful caramel color.
It's a nice color. Okay, and then we just pour it in.
Yep.
It like levels itself out. Or do I have to move around?
Move around a bit.
Can you turn it?
Yeah, I'll turn it. Okay.
Can't actually see in the...
It's so deep, right? Whoops. Should I get the rest out?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? It just like it's... All of the stuff that's on it is just sticking to everything else.
Yeah, I just have to...
Let go of that.
Oh. That's true, exactly right. You have to let go of that. That frustration that you feel.
I'm still on the little nub at the bottom.
That's a good word for it, nub. Okay. And we'll just make sure that it's even all the way around.
Is that how you make sure it's even all the way around?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I just encouraged it to move a bit.
Yeah. Okay, going into the oven. Oh look, they can see all of our stuff that we move weekly.
It's in the middle of the oven.
In the middle of the oven, on the middle rack, for an hour. Hi! So it smells delicious.
It smells like Christmas, right?
It does a little bit. It's kind of got like a pumpkin spicy vibe, so if you're into that, it's got that happening as well. Ooh, rose nicely.
Ooh, it did. It's twice the size.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna poke our stick into like the middle-y bit here.
Yes.
Nope, perfectly clean.
Okay, then let's put it on the cooling rack and wait 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, so we're going to unpan our cake. I'm just gonna turn it over and ooh, smells pretty good. So we'll be having this for our afternoon tea.
Hmm.
Hi. So we have our teas. We have our slices of cake. Mine is wee and Mother's is big.
And it looks like this.
And we sprinkled it with a little bit of icing sugar. And that's because there was a little bit of the flour left over from when we floured the pan, but the icing sugar covers it up. Here we go.
Yum. Oh. It's not super spicy, right?
No, the cardamon's definitely there, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hit you. You can just taste it.
It's a spice cake with a slightly different flavor because of the cardamom.
Mm-hmm.
And it's lovely.
It's got a nice little like crunchy outside, which is what you want in a Bundt cake, I think.
Mm. And so easy, right?
Super easy, yeah.
And successful!
Yay! Yeah, nice. Nice, simple. We make it a lot for church, right, Mom?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think I've ever tasted it before.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.